Hello students, so we are doing trigonometric functions. So today we are going to learn about trigonometry. Okay, so whatever we have done in our 10th standard, let's revise that. So trigonometry, if you have a triangle, say ABC, okay, 90 degree. Now here there is theta, angle theta. Now for angle theta, this is opposite side and this is adjacent side, right? And this is hypotenuse. So what is your sine theta? Sine theta is opposite upon hypotenuse, right? What about cos? Adjacent upon hypotenuse. Tan opposite upon adjacent. Okay. Now there are reciprocals of this, that is cosec theta is our 1 upon sine theta, or we can write hypotenuse upon opposite. Same way sec theta, this is for 1 upon cos theta, which is hypotenuse upon adjacent. Then we have cot theta, which is our 1 upon tan theta, or we can write cos theta upon sine theta, or we can write adjacent upon opposite. Okay, so this we can write it as sine theta upon cos theta. Okay, then we have done some identities. 3 identities were there in 10th standard, that is sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta. And 1 plus cot square theta is cosec square theta. Okay. So you have to keep this in mind. Let's write the trigonometric values. Okay. So you can remember the trigonometric values by this method. 0 and 90, 0 you can write like this, 0 degrees, 0, 1, 0, not defined, 1, not defined. Okay, this is for 0 degree. Then we have 90 degree. 90 degree is nothing but pi by 2, right? So 90 degree you have to start from 1, from here. 1, then you have to follow this. Not defined, 1, not defined, 0. Okay, these two are done. And 0 degree is same as 360 degree. Okay, and 90 degree is same as 270 degree. I'll draw the graph and show that 370 is 3 pi by 2. Okay, so this is 1, so this will be minus 1. Minus 1. Okay, these are done. Now for 45 degree, 45 is pi by 4. 45 you have to remember this triangle, that is 1, 1, root 2. Here you have to apply Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so whatever angle you take, you will get sine 1 upon root 2, cos 1 upon root 2, 1, and then the reciprocal root 2, 1. Okay, for 30 and 60 you have to remember only one value, that is sine 30 is half. Okay, so you can draw the this triangle. I'll draw it here. Sine 30. If this is 30, this will be 60, right? So sin 30 means opposite upon hypotenuse. So this is root 3. So if you are taking 30 degree, that is pi by 6, this will be sin 30 is half, cos 30 is root 3 by 2, then 1 upon root 3. Then you have to take the reciprocals, 2 upon root 3 and root 3. 60 degree you can find by using triangle, or you can write this. Okay, 6 for 60, the cos of 30 is sine of 60. So this is root 3 by 2, half, this is root 3, 2 by root 3, 2, 1 upon root 3. Okay, so this way you can remember the values. Next is I'll draw the this quadrants. Okay, this is your 0 degree or your 360 degree, which is 2 pi. Okay. This is your 90 degree, which is pi by 2. Okay. This is 180 degree, which is pi, and this is 270 degree, which is 3 pi by 2. Okay. Now I'm taking a circle of radius 1. Okay. So this point will be what? 1 comma 0. This is going to be 0 comma 1. This is minus 1 comma 0. And this is 0 comma minus 1. Okay. Now the points here are given by coordinates cos comma sine. Okay. This is your cos and this is your sine. Because whenever you draw a line here like this, okay, your theta is here. Okay. So this will be your opposite line, which is y-axis, and this will be your adjacent, which is x-axis. So x coordinate is always cos and y coordinate is always sine. Okay. Now let's write the signs. Okay. For this it is positive, positive, right? For this it is quadrant. So negative, positive. Here the x-axis is negative. Here both are negative. And here x-axis is positive, y-axis is negative. Okay. Now you have to remember one sentence, that is all students take coffee. Okay. So that is here all are positive. That is in the first quadrant, sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot all are positive here. Okay. Here only sine and cosec are positive and rest all are negative. Okay. So you can write here only sine and cosec. That's why I've given this name as students. Okay. So from S you can remember that sine is positive. From here also you will get that this sine is positive. Okay, because this is in the form cos and sine. So for sine it is positive sign and the rest all are negative. Okay. Then for this it is tan and cot are negative. Okay. Positive. Rest all are negative. Tan and cot are positive. Okay. From this signs also you can find, that is, this is your sine, this is cos, right? Sine, cos. Sine is negative, cos is negative. So cosec is negative, sec is negative. But tan is what? Sine upon cos, negative upon negative. So tan will be positive. If tan is positive, cot is positive. Okay. Now for this fourth quadrant, cos is positive, sine is negative. Here I have given coffee, that is cos and sec are positive. Rest all are negative. Okay, this you have to keep in mind. All students take coffee. This is like you can use this for solving any question, okay, which is given. We'll solve some questions and you will understand how to use that. Okay, so there is one example here. If cos of x is minus 3 by 5, x lies in the third quadrant. Find the value of other 5 trigonometric functions. Okay, so it is given cos of x is minus 3 by 5 and the hint which is given is it is in the third quadrant. Okay, so you can draw this. It is in the third quadrant. In third quadrant we have all students take coffee. Tan and cot are positive and rest all are negative. So cos x is negative, right? This you can write cos of x is nothing but we want sine also, right? So cos of x is 3 by 5. Okay, so we can write cos of x as adjacent upon hypotenuse. Okay, so if you draw the triangle, neglect this negative sign. Okay, here your x is there, angle x, adjacent is this, so adjacent is 3 and hypotenuse is 5. Okay, so if you know the triplets, this value will be 4, or you can use Pythagoras. Okay, that is 5 square is equal to, say this is p, 3 square, so this is 25 minus 9 equal to p square, which is 16, so p is 4. Okay, hypotenuse square equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides. So this is 4. So from this you can write your sine value. Sine of x will be opposite upon hypotenuse. Cosec is ulta of this, that is 5 upon 4. Sec of x is 5 upon 3. Then we have tan. Tan of x is 4 upon 3. And cot is 3 upon 4. Now you have to put the signs. Okay, only tan and cot are positive and rest all are negative. Okay, this is one way of solving this. Okay, there is another way. This is easier, but there is another way. That is, you can use the formula. That is identity sin square x plus cos square x equal to 1. Okay, to find sine. Okay, so sin x is 1 minus cos square x root. Okay, so this is your 1 minus 3 3 are 9 upon 25. So this is coming to 16 upon 25. So this is plus or minus 4 upon 5. This is your sine of x. And then you can write rest, all the values. Okay, this is one way. Second, if cot of x is minus 5 upon 12, this is in the second quadrant. Find the values of other 5 trigonometric functions. Okay, so first you draw. Second quadrant means this. Here only sine, all students take coffee. Okay, sine and cosec are positive, rest all are negative. So you can use here triangle method also. Cot of x is adjacent upon opposite. Adjacent is 5. This is opposite. So hypotenuse square will be 12 square plus 5 square, 144 plus 25. Right? 169. So this is 13. This is 13 squares. So now you can find out all the values. So write down sine of x. Sine of x is 12 upon 13. Cos of x is 5 upon 13. Then tan of x is 12 upon 5. Cosec of x is 13 upon 12. Sec of x is 13 upon 5. Now you have to put the signs. Only sine and cosec are positive, baki sab negative. So this is negative, this is negative, this is also negative. And your cot of x is also negative. Okay. For this, you can use the formula. Okay. 1 plus cot square x equal to cosec square x. From that also you can find. Okay. But I think this is easier. Okay. Next is you have to find the value of sine 31 pi by 3. Here you have to make use of the fact that when one complete revolution is taken, the value remains same. Okay. Um, First it is 0. For 0, sine 0 is 0. For complete revolution, say 2 pi, it is again 0. Okay. Then again for 3 pi, it is 0. So after complete revolution, it is 0. So we have to convert this into some, say, 2 pi. Okay. Some integral multiple of pi. Okay. We have to split this. So this you just make note of. Sine of x is 0 if x is n pi, where n is any integer. Okay, positive as well as negative numbers. And cos of x's value remains same if x is 2n plus 1 pi by 2. Okay, so we have to convert this 31 pi. So 31 pi, we can write it as 30 pi plus 1 pi, right? So if you divide, you will get here 10 pi plus pi by 3. Okay, so this becomes your let's say integral multiple, okay, like n pi it is. So it is nothing but 0. Okay, we can consider this as 0 degree. 0. So this only thing remains is pi by 3. And sine pi by 3 is 60. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Okay. Next is cos of minus 1710 degree. Okay. Here also you have to use the same technique. That is, you have to write this cos of something which is an integral multiple of pi. Okay. Plus that value, this value. Okay. So you have to find a value which is closer to this value. So you can take multiples of 360. So 360 into 5, if you do, you'll get some value like this. You have to do manually. Okay. So this becomes your 360 into 5. 360 is nothing but 2 pi. Okay. And 2 pi is nothing but 0. So we can write this as cos of, and just do this, that is you have to see how much it is. 90 degree. Okay, and cos of 90 we can write directly. So this you can write it as minus 1710 degree plus 5 into 360 degree, which is nothing but, this we can consider as 2 pi, which is 0. So we can write this as 1800. So cos of 90 degree, cos 90 is 0. Okay, this way you can find.